Welcome to my Hebrew channel, and we are at Ruth 2, verse 4. In this particular passage, Boaz is coming from Bethlehem and gets out to the field where his workers are all working, and he gives them a greeting, and they also give him a greeting. It's more than just a greeting, it's a full-out blessing. So greeting and blessing come together here. And this is important in terms of what happens in the story. The people involved at this point are people who are serious about the Lord. Our author could have used other blessings, but this one includes the divine name in the blessing. So it's something to focus on and understand that these people, Boaz and his workers, and the guy in charge of the workers, they're at the service of Jehovah. So let's get to the study. Again, find a good English translation or light up your app to check what's going on here, and we'll get to the study. So 2 verse 3 ends right about here. So Mim Shefahat Elimelech. Okay? Elimelech. And this would be Shiluk, so Pasuk ends the verse 3. Verse 4 starts here. Vehine. Hine is the greeting based on double hey. Okay, and then the hey in ancient times was a man standing there with his hands out. Hine and hey, behold. The old way of translating from King James would be behold, but modern translations will hey or just look. I like just using the word hey, okay, and hey, it's the Hebrew letter, and it tells us take a good look. Okay, hey, Boaz. Okay, Boaz, again, one of our principal people in this story, man of power, man of virtue, man who is here to rescue, and very important element of our story. Ba came. Okay, so if you look this up in your dictionary, it's going to find a bet vav aleph. The dictionaries love to use a reflexive form in their definition, but this one is just the indicative form. Ba, and he came. Ba, me from Beit Lechem. Okay, me Beit Lechem. Separate. Sometimes they're connected with the makef, but this time they're held separately. Each one has its own accenting also. Me Bethlehem, from the house of bread, from Bethlehem. Vayomer, and he said, wow, the yod here almost stretches out as far as the vav. Vayomer, and he said, and it is mil el accenting here on this one. Vayomer, he said, La Kotzrim, to the harvesters. I said in previous studies that the kof here indicates the work that these people do of cutting the grain, holding together, roping it up, or tying it up so that the heads of grain stay together so that they can later on be gathered, brought to the threshing floor as to clear out the grain from the heads of grain here. So he said to the workers, Lekotzrim, to the harvesters, to the gatherers, Jehovah, okay, Jehovah, Imachem, Jehovah is with you, okay, is with you. It's a petition, or it's a greeting. Jehovah, Imachem, the Lord be with you. Va Yomaru, okay, we've seen Yomer here as a singular, okay, Va Yomer, this is a he said. And this was, and actually the very same accenting, same Rafe as well. And so, Vayomaru, and they said, the surak at the end will make it a plural. So, then they said. So it's a dialogue, it's an interchange here of greetings. Vayomaru, lo, to him. Yibaracham, well, he blesses to you. So this is a third person hortatory here. Yibarachah, he blesses to you. And who does this? Jehovah. Okay? So Jehovah is mentioned twice, once in the greeting that Boaz gives to the workers, okay? Yehovah imachem, the Lord is with you. And then they said to him, Yevarcha Yehovah. Now, this Yevarcha Yehovah is actually the first introduction to the high priestly blessing that we find over in Numbers 6, pronounced by Aaron first. And it's one of the very key phrases of Hebrew blessings. Yevarcha Yevarcha lecha Yevarcha lecha Yehovah v'yeshmorecha Yair Yehovah fanav alecha v'yechonecha. This is a very important blessing, and he's using those people are using it in greeting Boaz. What we see here then is, and then the next verse begins here. We'll cover that next study. What we see here is these people have Jehovah on their lips, but also it's indicative of and their subsequent actions and the way they protect the widow, the way they're careful for providing. In fact, Boaz goes the second mile saying, "Hey, just on purpose, throw some stuff on the ground for her." It shows that they most certainly live a life of obedience and connection to Jehovah. Jehovah is it's not just an empty greeting. It's not just simply words on their lips, but it's also these are words on their lips at this point, but subsequent events and subsequent actions show us very clearly that Jehovah was central to the heart of Boaz, and Jehovah is also central to the heart of the workers. So both of them, all of them at this point, stay focused on the will of Jehovah. Very important detail for us that as we live our lives, greet each other. If we do have a greeting, the Lord bless you and keep you, and make sure that your actions reflect the reality of the greeting. If you say somebody, may God bless you, make it also happen in your own life and whatever relationship you have with the other person that you're giving a blessing to. Lord bless you. See to it that that person does get that blessing. So may God bless you, God strengthen you, and may God always be with you in whatever you do in this life, because we live out our life before Jehovah. Jehovah is central to who we are and what we do. So may God bless and may God strengthen you in this day. Yevarcha Yehovah. Yevarcha Yehovah.